and welcome to episode 1 of AM English Podcast. This is Magda Paulina. Today's podcast is all about languages and traveling with kids. So if you want to improve your English and learn some family travel tips, this is the best place for you to be. Some of you may already know who we are from Angielskie Majstrowanie. In short, AM. AM is a place to support families using English as a second or additional language. We provide you with videos and hands-on activities. We believe this podcast is a cherry on top.
In this episode, we will talk about the benefits of traveling with kids. We will cover how to prepare your child before the journey and how to keep your child entertained. Finally, we will give you some useful English phrases. Let's get started. I can't imagine doing this podcast about traveling with kids without teasing you a bit by asking a question. To go with kids or not to go? What do you think?
Short answer, yes, take them. And a little longer, yes, take them.
Maybe let's focus on babies first.
You're right. Yes, babies. Yeah, babies are unpredictable, and trips with babies are different and demanding. The decision is not about the child, but how you can deal with uncomfortable situations. Like, for example, when your child pukes on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Without kids, it's definitely gonna be much easier for you, that's for sure. But your kids won't be familiar with traveling, and you will not have a chance to build a special bond with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is important.
I believe that the sooner we expose kids to travel experience, the less challenging it is in the future.
Absolutely, I'm with you. My daughter is nearly 2, so I know exactly what you're talking about. If the baby's healthy, traveling is absolutely safe. As long as the baby's around parents in a friendly environment, and of course she has milk and her favorite toy, it's absolutely enough.
Exactly.
Some of my friends argue with me that kids don't really remember things and they don't see any point in taking them on holiday.
Kids don't need to have concrete memories or remember particular facts, but the general feelings are crucial. Young kids can't really talk about what happened during the trip, but still they learn a lot. And I have proofs. My daughters remember some random facts which they bring up spontaneously while reading books or when someone is talking about the place they know. For my family, it just feels right to travel with kids. But you know, sometimes you deserve a romantic trip just for 2 of you.
Yeah. Could you point out some benefits of traveling with kids?
Yeah, I've got my list ready.
Okay, let's go.
Kids are aware of different cultures. They are able to understand the world better. They are more open to people who look differently. They see different skin colors, hear different music, taste different cuisines. They can simply compare what we have to others and enjoy the diversity of life. Apart from experience, it is a great bonding opportunity. Families can learn together and develop new hobbies. Plus, kids see the reality of using foreign languages.
Okay, we will soon focus on language usage during holiday, but first, let's talk how to even start everything. Include the children in the process of preparation. Let them feel important. All in all, they are members of a team, so they also should have a vote in choosing the destination of a trip or an extra activity during the stay. One way to do it is by browsing together through photos and video clips from a destination. Creating a collage with pictures of places that you'd like to see is an excellent idea for you and your child. Print out some images, add some words, and take it with you. Another option to do before the journey is to play with the map of your holiday destination. You can ask children how to get from your hotel to a famous landmark or simply revise telling directions while looking for some places on the map. Let your children become more familiar with the place. Read together about public transportation, ticket pricing, and other conveniences. Make the new experience more child-friendly. While infants and toddlers are curious by nature, and they do not have any difficulties adapting to new situations, the older a child gets, the more fear may occur. Try to get the most of traveling to you and your family. More ideas to play with maps are described on my blog. Link to my article on London's maps will be attached under the recording.
Okay, Paulina, but what if your sweethearts don't really want to go with you? Do you have any other tips?
One more essential thing to do in the preparation process is to boost your child's excitement before the trip and learn or revise some traveling songs and rhymes. What's better than singing together, row, row, row your boat, while actually being on the boat? The well-known nursery rhymes, such as Wheels on the Bus, need to be refreshed. There are dozens of transportation and summer holiday songs on the internet. It's absolutely up to you and your child which song suits you best. If you need some advice on choosing the right song, feel free to contact us after you finish listening to our podcast.
All right then, so we have prepared our kids. They are excited to go with us. They know what to expect. So I guess we can talk about packing our stuff now.
Well, okay. So I'll try to highlight the language aspects that you may add while packing the suitcases. Watch our short video on AM on how to pack a suitcase with a child. I used the Bear Traveller to show that packing can be both educational and funny. I named and counted pieces of clothes that I put in the suitcase, and I added some unexpected items, such as mittens and a winter hat. Ask your child to get out of the wardrobe all the clothes that may be needed during your trip. You may add some twist to that. Bring something odd, as ski equipment or a broom, and test your child's opinion on taking such things with you. They will be surprised, but I hope in an absolutely positive way. Thanks to such a silly activity, your child can associate packing as a fun chore in the future.
Absolutely.
You should pack necessities only, and my question is, are toys necessary?
I would say not only toys, but especially activities can save a journey and keep kids entertained.
Imagine that your child is constantly asking you, "Mommy, how far is it?" or "Mommy, how long will it take?"
Yeah, my favorite one is, "Are we there yet?" Famous scene from Shrek.
That's absolutely annoying, and you will be fed up with it sooner than later. Trust me, kids like moving around, and sitting still is just against their nature. So, what activities work with your kids?
Yeah, all this is true. And sort of striking the balance between taking only what you really need and not to overpack yourself, for me, is an art, not a science. As a parent, you know your kids best, and you should have realistic expectations. You should stay flexible and open to change. When you are packing, take into consideration your child's current passions and interests. Also, when you think about tasks, match them to your child's abilities. Too easy or too difficult can only cause frustration. But you asked me what to take. I would say that something that your child loves. That can be a little teddy bear, a doll, or a toy dinosaur. Good for acting and role plays, by the way. And something that your child can explore and to do that over and over again. When my girls were younger, we loved all those sensory board and lacing games, for example. These are great for developing fine motor skills. But for kids who are able to read and write, I would go for activity books or printables.
How about books?
I'm glad you asked. Books are great. I'm thinking about small kids who can't really enjoy reading books. They can still have lots of fun, as most of children's books are interactive with different elements like finger trails, textures, sounds. And just be careful with sound books and toys, especially on the plane.
Yeah.
From my personal experience, the fewer toys we take, the better. I would say that we are rather minimalist parents. We are also packing minimal stuff for our trips. I believe that by letting kids be bored, we give them the opportunity to be creative. So be smart and do not overwhelm your kids. How does that sound to you?
I should have met you before. I took too many toys for my daughter when we first flew to London. I was afraid that without her own toys, she would be confused or simply didn't feel comfortable abroad. I was mistaken. She had lots of fun, and I even didn't take out all of her toys. Well, practice makes you perfect. For the next trip, I will take just one toy.
It's good to have an ace up your sleeve, though. I want to share some of my favorite travel activities. Wipe of activity books, Sudoku, word search, solving puzzles, riddles, spotting differences, anything that sort of keeps your kiddos busy for a long time.
How about your last road trip? You've told me about the bingo game. Can you tell us more?
I prepared a classic, very simple yet powerful game, Road Bingo, and I'm thrilled to share this game with you. The biggest advantage is that kids are looking around what's going on in the world. Looking through the window, they might spot many interesting things, not only pictures from the game. My girls kept their eyes open for a really long time, and that was incredible.
Yeah, great idea. And bingo is also a great speaking game.
Yeah, indeed. While talking about the game and pictures, you can use questions like, did you see a bridge? Did you find a windmill? Or to let your children talk even more, you can use open question like, what did you see?
I would also add speaking games without any preparation. Instead of talking about them, Magda, why don't we present them to our listeners?
Yeah, that's awesome. We can do some role plays.
Magda, let's imagine that we're flying a plane together. Game number 1. I spy with my little eye something yellow.
Is it your dress?
No, it isn't. Guess again.
Is it the life jacket?
Yes, it is. You're right. It's a life jacket.
Okay, my turn. I spy with my little eye something beginning with sound w, w, w.
Is it my white shirt?
No, it isn't. Guess again.
Is it a window?
Yes, it is. You're right. It's a window. By the way, you can play I Spy using our bingo game or any other book you have.
Game number 2. I say boat. T, 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 t. And the next word is...
Travel.
Lollipop.
Parasol.
Okay, good. But can you say the English word?
Okay, that can be please.
Okay, game number 3. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Okay, stop.
It's G. Do you know any animals starting with G? G.
I know. A giraffe.
Yeah, and my animal starting with G is gorilla. How about any plants, fruit or vegetables?
Maybe garlic.
Mm-hmm. And do you know any object starting with G?
No, I don't know, actually.
You can play on it.
A guitar.
Summing up our games, remember that you need to adapt the games to your child's age and language skills. Kids may not know names of different objects around, so it's a good opportunity to teach them some new words. Version with colors is much easier than with letters. But, as we said, you're an expert and you know what's best for you and your child.
Thank you for sharing your ideas. We know how to use English to entertain the kids on the way. Now let's talk about using English during a holiday with your child and strangers.
Magda, I bet you have some nice tips.
The best tip is to relax. You probably don't need to think about your work. You left your problems behind. Try to really enjoy time with your family. And then remember to make the most out of your holiday in a foreign country. All people around you gave you speaking opportunities. Use them. My tip number 1 is talk to others as much as possible.
Okay, but it's not easy to talk to strangers.
Yeah, that's true. It's not easy. I know, but try. Even if you feel embarrassed, you'll probably never see this person again.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, follow these simple tricks so small talk with strangers might be easy for you.
I'm all ears.
I love this idiom. Be super polite and friendly. That's my second tip number 1. Use please and thank you all the time. And really, I mean it. When you hear a person next to you sneeze, just say, bless you. Give compliments. You can say, what a lovely dress. What a cute little doggy. It helps you to overcome language barriers.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there is a chance that you can start small talk. Next one is be proactive. Be the first to start conversation. You can approach people to ask for direction. You can say, for example, excuse me, could you tell me the way to the bus station, please? You can also ask for time. Excuse me, could you tell me what time it is? And you can do that even though you know exactly where to go or have a mobile phone or watch in your bag. These are really easy and nice examples. Okay, another one is you can ask a random person who can run faster than you to take a photo for you. You can say, excuse me, could you take a picture of me, please?
Your children are observing you. Maybe next time they will try to use these questions.
Yeah, not only your child is observing, but you should observe and listen to people around you. Because you are learning, you can even eavesdrop. It's not maybe that polite, but really helpful. Try to copy the way people pronounce, imitate their facial expressions and gestures. Another great option is asking for suggestions. For example, if you're waiting in a queue to, let's say, museum, you might want to ask another family who have already been there about their opinion. Closed questions like, is it worth the wait? Can grease your talking groove. Go for open ones like, what did you like the most? If you feel adventurous and confident to talk longer.
That's a good way for killing the time in the queue. How about kids?
Encourage your child to play with others. Don't let this rare possibility pass by. Even though your child can really speak, kids don't need to talk to each other to enjoy themselves, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And this is a great chance for us as parents to have a conversation in a target language with a native speaker.
Let me add something. Reading aloud signs is a good way to engage children. Pay attention to all written language around you. Ask your children to read or guess the meaning of the sign. For example, if you want to open the door, there might be a sign push or pull. Say it out loud anytime you do it. After a few times, ask your child to name the action, or simply say it and wait for the reaction.
Our aim is to help you with teaching your children the most useful phrases, so they can feel independent, proud of themselves when traveling and communicating in English. Let's practice some English sentences. We'll give you some time to repeat after us. Hello. Thank you. Excuse me.
Where's the bathroom?
Can I use the toilet, please? How do I get to the swimming pool? How do I get to the shop? How do I get to the restaurant? How do I get to the hotel?
How much is it?
Excuse me, could you tell me how much it is? Can I have some ice cream, please? What's your name?
My name is...
I'm from Poland.
Can I play with you?
Let's play together.
Can I borrow your bucket?
And some useful sentences in the restaurant for parents.
What do you recommend? Is it spicy? Can I get an extra plate, please?
This is it for today. If you're feeling happy, why don't you give us a feedback already on whatever platform you are on? We are very excited to create more content for you. Please don't forget to send us any language or travel-related stories or questions you have.
Feel free to read the notes, check out the links provided, download all printables, and follow us on our social media.
Dear listeners, thank you for joining us. Have a great day or night. Till next time. Bye.
Bye, till next time.